Yo, what is up? It is MLBTheShow.info, and today we're going to be going over the 10 best ways to make stubs at MLB The Show. So whether you're new or old to the game, you're going to learn something in this video. Make sure to like and subscribe because we're always dropping tips like this every day. And make sure to stay all the way to the end because the last tips are my favorite tips. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So for our first one is an online mode of Battle Royale, and it got a lot easier to get a flawless pack this year. Last year it's 12-0, this year it's 10-0. But also, the 8-win reward is brought down from 9-win last year. The 5-win reward is brought down from a 6-win from last year. And I don't think anyone cares about silver. But the program is really profitable right now, so let's get right into it. So if we go over our program, you can get these silver packs, these gold packs, these diamond packs. But let's say we worked all the way up to 100 points. You're going to get 4 of those packs, and you're going to get all the players in each program. So, if we make the assumption that we made it to 100 points in our program, which might take you less than a day, you're going to get 4 of those players from each pack. Each one is sellable as well, and they go down in value throughout the year, so it's best to sell them now and buy them back later. So if you're able to sell every player from every pack, here's how much stubs you would get. About 13,000 from every diamond, about 6,500 from every gold, and about 2,500 from every silver. And now you're going to see the math on your screen of how much it would give you. And you might be able to double dip. You might be able to get points from winning games and succeeding in BR, getting the 8-0 player or the 10-0 player. But also, while you're doing that, you're completing the missions and making stubs on the side. So winning games get you a point, 10-0 gets you 20 points, 7 games of a winning in entry is 10 points. Now, a lot of these other ones, which are somewhat doable, 40Ks in games, that's pretty doable over a few games. And now on your screen, you can see the median value and the average value if you get an 87 plus player, and the median and average of an 85 to 86 player. So it is somewhat profitable. Additionally, the 10-0 players are going for around 100K on the marketplace right now. All right, for my second recommendation on how you're gonna make stubs is in the ranked program. And at 500 in the pennant race, you can already get a diamond that's worth over 15,000 stubs, and that's a lot of money. Additionally, at the division series, you get 1 or 2 chance of a diamond player item, which could be worth a lot. Additionally, at World Series, you get 1 of these 2 players. And I don't expect everyone who watches this video to make World Series, but you will be able to sell them for over 100,000 stubs, which is a lot of stubs. Additionally, if we go to the ranked program, there is a lot of packs here and stubs you get along the way as you make progress through it. And at 75 tokens or points or whatever these are called, you get Andrew McCutchen with worth over 150,000 stubs. So how are we going to get Andrew McCutchen? And simply, there's all these stat missions, but they're not that hard when you put them into comparison that you need to do all of them. And the number one thing you're going to have to do is get 250 innings in ranked, which is a lot, but over a course of a week, it is doable by playing about 28 games, and you will be able to get Andrew McCutchen, and the stat missions will be a lot easier compared to when you're talking about 50 hits in ranked, and you're playing 250 innings, that's 1 hit per 5 innings, you'll be able to get that. For my third recommendation, it is another online mode, and you can make a lot of stubs through events, especially playing when they drop. So for the win rewards, you get a 64 to 75 bronze. We don't care about that. Really, at 10 wins, if you make it an entry, you get up to 2 losses. You get an 85 to 89 diamond. I know I'm covering it with my screen, but it's an 85 to 89 live series diamond. But let's go over what you get in the rewards, especially for this one. You get an 85 overall Grayson Rodriguez at 10 wins, and you get an Anthony Rendon at 20 wins. At 20 wins, he's worth about 30,000 stubs, and at 10 wins, this guy is worth 15,000 stubs. So if you get 20 wins, you're making 45,000 stubs, meaning that every game you win is about 2,250 stubs, along with every other thing you're getting for every other program, every other repeatable, every other patch you get along the way. You're making a lot of money for playing and winning a 3-inning game. All right, for my fourth recommendation, you can play Team Affinity or do things that get you progress toward it. A lot of the times with Team Affinity, you're not even gonna have to try and directly do it, as they have a lot of passive things you can get for it, such as PXP repeatable, such as multiplayer missions. If you tally 8 innings pitched with a Diamond Dynasty game mode, with one of any pitcher, you're gonna get progress no matter what towards whatever division. You just might not know where it's going at that immediate moment. But if we go over what you get in Team Affinity, there's a lot of unlockables, a lot of live series players, a lot of packs you can use to sell those players at the very end, along with a millionaire item, a few stubs here, and packs at the end that'll make you stubs, and I'd really recommend you doing the Conquest. It's a really valuable way to get a lot of packs that you can use to sell those players at the end. For my 5th recommendation, I'd say complete any all programs that you haven't done. This is probably going to be a better recommendation for later in the year, because if you look at this program, I'm kind of hyping up mid, because there's only there's only 5 packs here, and 1 ball in pack, and about 4,000 stubs among this entire program. These players are non-sellable, but the moments will get you stubs as you play them, and that's pretty much it you get for this one. But always do your programs so you can get a good team, so you'll feel compelled to spend stubs on other players. My 6th recommendation is always going through your inventory and making sure you can find duplicates or players that might be overpriced at a certain time. So one of the teams that are really overpriced right now is the Athletics, because a lot of people want to complete their collection. You have bronzes going for 250 stubs. And what you're going to do is go on the player, and instead of selling them now, you're going to create a sell order, which means that you're going to undercut the highest bidder by 1, place the order, and you're going to get 225 stubs for this one guy. Think about how many other stubs you're going to be able to get by just selling off bronzes, being patient, and creating sell orders for each one. So in a matter of about less than a minute, I'm going to be able to place orders and eventually make 1,000 stubs. This 66 overall, no less, is worth 300 stubs. That's insane. You'll never see that. And his price, especially on the Athletics, the Rockies, the really cheap teams to complete for collections, are going to have really overpriced bronzes and silvers. So I recommend not going after their collection immediately and just selling off those players and buying them back later. For my 7th recommendation, we're going to talk about flipping, and we're going to use LED La Fraud for this one. So LED La Cruz, I'll be nice now, has a spread of 450 stubs and is moving around a lot in the market right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a buy order for 1 over the current price, so 1285. And when I get his card, I'm going to sell him for 1,769 stubs. So right now, I'm going to do this for 5 minutes and make it hyper simulated, and you'll see how much profit I make in those 5 minutes. All right, we already just got his card about like 20 seconds in. So we're going to create a sell order right now, 1769. And now we're just going to wait for him to get sold. While we're doing that, we can also place another buy order, so we always have control of both sides of the market. All right, so I'm going to stop it early at 3 minutes. We were able to buy and sell LED La Cruz twice, which was about a 300 coin or stub profit on each one. On this one, now the gap is closing pretty close because there's a lot of people just jacking up the price for no reason. And at this point, you can see that this card is not as profitable, and we can move on to a different card. But let me give you a summary of what we made in that time. All right, for my 8th recommendation, we're going to go to collections. And right now, I will be hyping up mid, but there is not a lot of collections right now. But I'll tell you how to manage them right now, at least. So if you're doing Team Affinity, you're going to get a lot of these extra uniforms, which will help you get some stubs along the way on the right side. You can see there's stubs for every single one, and you're going to get a lot of them from doing Team Affinity, and that's great. Along with that, there's some unlockables here, but those are still pretty expensive, so I recommend for you to sell them. Right now, another thing you could do is complete all your starter collections. You'll get a good chunk of change there and get a lot of packs to sell your stuff from there too. For my 9th recommendation is that you never buy packs and you always sell the stuff you get from packs. Packs are always a negative return on investment. It is gambling in the game, but with in-game currency, so it's a little bit glorified. But if you open this pack, you're going to get mid every time. You mean to tell me that you want to spend 1,500 stubs in every pack? This guy's sell now is 36, his is 60, his is 5, his is 25. You get worthless stuff from this. But you can make a good amount of money if you decide that you want to go to the marketplace and sell this guy. This guy's worth 25 stubs, this guy's worth 40, this guy's worth 196, and this guy's worth 55. So you can make about 300 stubs from this pack by selling the stuff in it. So always sell stuff from your pack. Additionally, fallen packs will contain some good stuff that you can always sell. This guy is 1,300 stubs, so you can also check him out on the marketplace and make an extra 300 stubs if you're willing to place a sell order, since he's going for 1,648. Headliners, again, never buy these packs. As you can see, nothing worth it in this pack, but you can always sell the items in a pack. For my last recommendation, it is always do every single Conquest, as it's always worth your time, in my opinion. I told you earlier to do the Conquest for Team Affinity, as I'll help you do that as well to get those packs. But right now, I'll show you that you can get some good stuff from the batter up packs. You can see the rewards on your screen, but most importantly, the Nation of Baseball is super valuable. All the goals you'll complete on the right side are worth 15,000, plus you get 20 the show packs and a bunch of players for doing it, so you get collection stuff as well. 30 the show packs, I lied, just from the rewards on the right side. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, I lied. That's only it. You get 39 the show packs just from your goals, along with all the rewards you'll see on your screen right now. And I'll put it up for you. It's insane the amount you get from this. It's only 90 innings that you'll play in total if you're doing it right. And the bonus recommendation I have is a rule to live by when you play this game. When you want to sell or buy a player, you have to look at the buy now and sell now differential, how it's 400 stubs. If you sell yourself short and always sell now instead of placing orders for other people to buy now from you, you will constantly miss out on stubs and you will slowly get sucked dry. If you enjoyed the video and like the tips I brought out, make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, or videos you want to see next, drop them in the comment section. I'll be more than willing to help anyone out on their first time in Diamond Dynasty, or even if you're a returning viewer. Anyway, have a good one and enjoy.